About half as many low-risk children are ending up in Utah detention centers.
New data from the Department of Human Services shows the juvenile justice reform bill passed in 2017 is working. Fox 13's Sydney Glenn went inside one of the facilities to see how this new approach works.
There are many sites just like this Weber Valley Youth Center across our state, and they offer a lot more than just detention centers. They offer things like additional resources for our youth, and that's really what juvenile justice reform is all about.
I'll be honest with you, originally I was just looking for a job with benefits.
About a decade ago, David Gouda started working with the Juvenile Justice Services. What started as just a job has become a career he's passionate about.
I love when I see some of the youth that I worked with even 10 years ago in the community.
The past decade has brought a lot of changes, especially in these past few years. The director for juvenile justice, Brett Peterson, says the reform work is changing lives.
We tried to limit how low-level offenses could come in to custody or come into that formal system, but at the same time reinvesting and pivoting and providing resources and services to kind of that front end.
Helping kids on the front end has led to the state saving about $9 million, which they are able to reinvest in early intervention services. Plus, there's been an almost 20% increase in early intervention programs, especially in our rural areas.
So really trying to shift how we look at what are the needs in the community, and knowing that they still exist, we've just got to serve them and do it in a different way.
Peterson says individualized trauma-based treatment gives the best chance for a good outcome for the youth, as well as helping keep the community safe.
Now you got this huge group of youth and kids who might have traditionally come through that old locked doorway, and now we're doing it in a different way.
As kids sit in here, they get the help they need.
We're trying not to keep them in the system as long as we can. We're trying to work with them and keep them moving and showing them that there's more to life than just their past, what got them here.
Gouda says sometimes they just need someone to listen.
And some of the stories you hear from some of these youth, are just heartbreaking. I've probably said it a few times, I don't know if I could get out of bed in the morning if I've gone through some of this.
Through services and help, more stories are ending up good ones.
One of the youth I worked with when I worked in detention actually got a scholarship to play college rugby.
Peterson says they're really focusing on help on the front end through homes, schools, and community. Peterson says in the past, a lot of times youth would have to go before a judge before they could get access to resources. He says there is still a lot of work to be done, though. In Ogden, Sydney Glenn, Fox 13 News, Utah.